Alright. Hey guys, Kalma here. So, I have some awesome news. I'm going to be going to Bats Day on Sunday, May 31st. I'm so excited. I've wanted to go to Bats Day for only like a year because I've only known about it for a year. But I'm also really excited because I haven't been to Disneyland since I was 13. It has been a very, very long time. I am now 21. And I haven't been there since I was 23. It's been almost 10 years since I've been to Disneyland. 10 years. Last Sunday, I didn't upload anything. I am terribly sorry. I've been really, really busy with school and work because finals are next week. I have a final right after Bats Day. Yay. And I've been working really hard so I can pay for school, so I'm just swamped with work and school. So I'm trying. I'm so sorry. I'll be on summer break soon, so that'll give me a lot more time to just make videos for you guys, even though I know there aren't many of you right now, but I'm sure you enjoy watching my videos. Anyway, so I decided to do the goth questions tag. It's 10 questions all about my gothiness because I was a goth long before I was a Lolita. I've been a goth for like most of my life. So yeah, let's get started. So the first question is, how long have you been a goth? So I started really wearing goth clothing in 7th grade, or at least dressing darker, like what I would consider goth. Like, you know, spikes and metal and chains and stuff like that. And that was in about 7th grade. That's when I started dressing the part anyway. I personally think I've been a goth for about as long as I've been alive, because for as long as I can remember, I've been into like dark stuff, witches, vampires, like really dark, just like things that people wouldn't consider normal, I guess. But I grew up listening to like metal music, and just my parents were dark. I've always loved macabre things. I've always loved like animal skeletons. Like we used to do this thing in elementary school where we would have owl pellets and we would, you know, take the bones out, and that was like the most exciting thing besides art for me when I was a kid, was just opening up the owl pellets and trying to figure out what the skeleton was supposed to be, you know, kind of thing. Like I just always had that like really dark kind of mindset, and I just really liked dark things when I was a kid. So I think I could say I've been a goth for about as long as I've been alive, or at least as long as I can remember. Like when I was a kid, I didn't wear like gothy things all the time. I had a horrible obsession with purple, and I still do. I love like anything purple. I'm just like, oh my god, it's purple. But when I was a kid, I like 99% of my wardrobe was just purple. Everything was purple. Just purple everywhere. Every shade of purple that you can possibly imagine was probably in my closet when I was a kid. But yeah, I think I've, like I said, been mentally a goth for as long as I can remember. Started looking like a goth in 7th grade. Question number 2 is, how were you introduced to goth? Again, the whole like idea mindset thing came from my parents, actually. Both my parents were goth. Like I don't think they really, no, when I was born, they weren't really as goth as they used to be. Like my mom and my dad, when I showed them my platform boots, they're like, oh yeah, I owned a pair of those when I was younger. Like they were goths. My dad was in a metal band, which became semi-famous, and my mom was just always into dark stuff. Like she used to practice dark magic when she was younger, kind of stuff. Like they were both like really, really dark and stuff. Like I grew up listening to like Rammstein, Korn, can't think of anything else on the top of my head. Like my parents like almost always wore black back then. Now they wear more colors now, but they were just like really more gothy back then. Like I used to go with my dad to his band practices and like fall asleep just listening to the music they played. Like I've been introduced to that kind of stuff, like the darker side of things, I guess, since, again, for as long as I can remember. So that's why I think I've had that mindset for as long as I can remember. I just didn't know what goth the term was until like middle school, like I said, when I started actually dressing the part. But yeah, that's how I was introduced to it, my parents. Question number 3. What goth subgenre would you put yourself in? So with my personal style of goth, I don't think that what I usually wear really fits under any certain style of like subgenre of goth, because I can't really put a label to what I wear. Like I've read all kinds of lists on the different subgenres and stuff. It's just like I don't think I can put myself under a label, because I'm not trying to say I'm like a special snowflake, I'm a special goth. I'm just saying like what I wear doesn't really fit with anything. But my favorite type of goth subgenre is Victorian goth. I just love Victorian goth, and if it wasn't for the fact that it's always like 90 degrees here, and the fact that it's just incredibly inconvenient to wear Victorian goth, I would probably always wear Victorian goth. And that's also probably why I like Gothic Lolita so much, because it's like Victorian goth, just more convenient and easier to wear, you know, kind of thing. So I think that's why I like Gothic Lolita so much, because it's really similar to Victorian goth. But I just love Victorian goth because I love just the way it's just like, it's so high class and like fancy but still dark and macabre and whatnot. I really love Victorian goth. I want to be a Victorian goth. Maybe when I'm older and don't have to worry about going to school. And when I have a job where I can just sit around and do nothing, well, not sit around and do nothing, but just sit around all day, maybe then I'll start dressing the part. Question number 4. What do you believe to be the basis of the Gothic subculture? I don't really know much about how goth actually started. I've never really researched it because it never concerned me that much. I've heard from like random goth people that it kind of like stemmed from punk. Like punk came before goth, and then goth just kind of came off of punk. But I don't really know actually what is the history of goth. Like I feel like there's been gothic people all throughout history kind of thing, because like the Victorian goth, for example, the Victorian era, just saying. So I think goth has been around for a long time, it just hasn't had a label, it hasn't had a name kind of thing. But I don't know where I could say it started. Like I just know that some guy one time said it stemmed from punk. Number 5. What do you dislike about being a goth? I dislike absolutely nothing about being a goth. I dislike where I live and the fact that I'm a goth, because like I said earlier, it is almost always 90 degrees here. Or at least it almost always feels like 90 degrees here. And wearing black in the blazing sun is not fun. And it's almost always sunny here. It's almost never storming. And it's not fun being a goth in California. It's just Southern California. It's just not. It's just bad. Like, I love being goth. There's literally nothing that I hate about being a goth. Except for the fact the sun fucking sucks. Sorry for the swear words, but it sucks. I hate the sun. That sounds really cliche. A goth that hates the sun. Very original. Number 6. What do your parents think of it? Do I really need to answer this one? Question number 7. Eyebrows or no eyebrows? What do you think? No eyebrows? I think it's no eyebrows, yeah. I hate eyebrows. Eyebrows are just... I love to just draw them on. Shave them off, draw them on, you know, or go without eyebrows. Yeah, yeah. Question number 8. What is your favorite band? Rammstein. Without a doubt, Rammstein. I grew up listening to Rammstein. I absolutely love German culture and the language, and just everything about Germany is just amazing. Rammstein is amazing. Their songs are hilarious and deep at the same time. And they are a great performance live. I got the chance to see them live one time in 2010 and I died. Like, I got home and I was speechless. I was literally just like, I cannot. it was just an experience that I hope to experience at least one more time in my lifetime. Like, they're all in their 40s, so I don't know how much longer they're going to be doing that. I just hope they come back to America at least one more time, and I get to go. Please, Rammstein, come back to America, please. Question number 9. Your opinion on Marilyn Manson. Now, I don't have the same love for Marilyn Manson as I do for Rammstein, but I also really love Marilyn Manson. Like, I wasn't really big on him when I was a kid because we didn't really listen to that much as a kid, or when I was a kid, but when I got older and I started listening to it more, I was like, yes, I love it. And a couple of years ago, actually, I went and saw Marilyn Manson live, and that was also an experience. It was amazing. Like, it didn't leave me speechless. It wasn't like Rammstein, but it was pretty freaking amazing seeing Marilyn Manson live. That was fun. That was really fun. And the last question, question number 10. What were your baby bat days like? I don't know how to answer this question because I feel like I didn't really have baby bat days. Like, I know what baby bat means. I didn't know about it until recently, but like, I don't really feel like I had baby bat days. Like, I just kind of slipped right into the fashion culture. Like, it's just what I know. Which I know a lot of people don't have that, I guess, but just like, I didn't, like when I actually started dressing the part, I didn't really, I think I was fine, really. Like, it started more off as more of like a rocker kind of look, like just studded belts and everything and whatnot, and then it just seamlessly faded into goth. Like, I didn't really have, like, what am I doing kind of moments when I was, it just kind of happened. I just like, yeah, this is cool. Oh, this is called goth? Awesome. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I never had a baby bat phase. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't really have any pictures of me from middle school when I first started dressing goth. But yeah, I don't think I really had baby bat days. I'm sure I did. I just can't remember it or something. I don't know. Anyway, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my little 10 questions and my 10 answers. If you want to know more about my gothicness, if you have more questions for me, feel free to ask me on my Tumblr. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe below if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you again, and goodbye. The next video you see will be a vlog from Bats Day. I'm going to be going with Bats and Baby Dolls, who is also on Tumblr. I will link her below. You have seen her. Alice is also her name. I will put her Tumblr below as well. So yeah, see you.